I'm
Well,
just making sure all the audio settings and stuff are equal.
hi, folks. I
Making
went.
sure my fucking microphone isn't set to be 10 decibels lower than you.
Hey, I accidentally went live early, so look at that. They're getting like an extended cut on my channel. Well,
I dropped my controller.
hey, well, we'll just shoot the shit till you go live. But I'm technically live now, just so you know. So
All right, I'm
you
going
got
live right now then.
stop saying all those slurs, Fred.
I can't help it. It just comes out as easily as I breathe.
Uh,
Oh man. So, you remember some of the fucked up shit we were called playing like multiplayer on Gears in Halo and shit back in the day?
oh, I got a Halo 3 story about like that.
Saying all those slurs, Fred.
Hey,
Sorry about that. Didn't know my audio was so far up on my phone. At least I know the audio is working on the stream now.
I remember like my gamer tag. I don't know if. Well, yeah, I think you might have been friends with me when I had that gamer tag. I originally I had the Remarkable gamer tag before this, if you remember.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember Remarkable.
but the one before that was Razor, like because I thought it was cool, but I made it like a pun.
Yeah.
So it was like Razor, but it was by name Ray, Ray, and I remember I was playing Halo 3, and this is probably like 11 at night, and I think it might have been like this is probably like 2008. So I was like, I was probably, I should say probably too young to be playing Halo, but you know what I mean. I was a younger kid when I played Halo 3 came out. Then there was like the old heads playing. I never forget we were on like the that one gloomy map in Halo 3. It's like the smaller kind of it's like I don't remember the fucking name of it, but it kind of reminds me of a Halo 2 map quite a bit. It's the one that's kind of got like the flood-esque kind of look, but it's like I don't remember like the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about? It's like that smaller map.
You're talking Halo 3, right?
Yeah, it's the smaller kind of like arena.
I vaguely know what you're talking about because it's like it's like a medium to small size map, and there's that like one section that's got a bunch of flood spores. Obviously, they don't spawn anything because that would be unfair in multiplayer. But
I'll never forget. I don't know.
I think I know what map you're talking about.
And this guy was just going through and like roasting everybody's gamer tag. He's like, Razor, why don't you fucking slit your wrists with a fucking razor?
Like, God damn.
But I'll never forget too. Like I remember having like one of the greatest experiences because it was just like this one night like of playing, and I stayed up probably till like 2 in the morning, and it was like a Friday going into Saturday, and
Oh God, yeah.
I'll never forget. It was just like this one dude was like just this fucking amazing player. Like he sounded like he's probably a college kid. I was like fucking. I never went on voice mic like when I was little. Because I didn't want to be made fun of. Because at least I was self-aware enough to know, like, 12-year-old me going on Xbox. Hey guys, like it fucking. I didn't want to get pissed on. Like I was self-aware enough that I never went on like the open thing. I did party chats until I got older. But
Yeah.
this dude was. But I always listened into the chat. Like I was the fucking lurker back in the day. But like this dude was just like he is getting us to win. Like he was just a fucking motivator, and it was one of the just greatest nights because I think we played like at least 10 fucking matches in a row where we just kept winning. It was just so fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Just the dopamine rush of like, because like usually
Oh
like
man.
multiplayer games, you win like a couple matches, then you lose one, or you have like a real bad streak. But like that was just so fucking memorable. It was just a great moment.
I still remember like playing like just lobbies full of strangers, but playing nothing but custom games and shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you remember like games like Kill the Juggernaut or fucking Trash Compactor.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, those were so fun. One of my favorite, I forget the map name, but one of my favorite game modes is basically you and a bunch of buddies would just spawn next to a grav lift with a bunch of stuff and boxes, and like another team, either one dude or another team, would just be like standing up on this like giant wall across from you, like standing on a bunch of breakable objects, but a bunch of concrete barriers on top of this wall. And basically, I think it was called Humpty Dumpty because the whole point was you didn't have any bullets. You didn't have any rockets, but you had all these items in a fucking grav lift. And your whole job was to try and knock every other player off that wall. And then you'd switch sides and see who could last the longest. Oh, man. Custom games, I miss that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
What difficulty did you want to play on tonight?
What is the difficulties in this game? There's
Casual, normal, hardcore, and insane. Obviously, we're not gonna. Obviously, against like deferring to my better judgment, we're not gonna do insane.
You know what? I'll tell you why I want to do normal. Cause like I'm in the mood where I probably could handle fucking hardcore tonight. The problem is I know with my current situation, the next time we pick up this game, even if whether it's next week or a couple weeks from now, I will not be able to handle a hard difficulty. I will be fucking in pain and miserable. So
that's why I gave you the option. Like, all right, normal it is. I think we just have to start it, right?
yeah.
Oh, here's another thing from a bygone era. This game has a freaking invite all button. Remember that harassment tactic? Can't find a friend to play a game with? Just invite your whole fucking friends list. Alright, co-op mode, custom, yep. We're doing, so Tip of the Spear is the first mission. Chapter start. Alright, I think we're ready to go.
I am cool and copacetic and ready to hit. Yeah.
The one thing I do appreciate about this game, though, I'm pretty sure it's separate difficulty options.
It is.
So you could play on normal, I could play on hardcore.
Yeah, because you have this weird fascination of like doing harder difficulties.
Want me to make it harder on myself alone?
I think you want to do that. I want you to do whatever makes you happy, Fred. And if that,
all right, I'm gonna make a bad decision tonight. I got my last Glen Meringue Scotch single shooter that my sister got me for my birthday. Bourbon and sherry kit.
there's gonna be fucking archaeologists in 1,000 years that are gonna just try to like figure out like what was it with Fred and difficulties in games.
I have this weird feeling that if I don't beat games that I haven't beaten on hard yet now, once I get older, I'm not going to be able to. Because
No.
I admit to myself, I'm not going to be spry and as quick as I'll always be. So while I'm pretty much in my sort of prime, as sad as that is to say, my video game prime, I want to see how many games I can beat on hard.
Hey, I actually commend you. I just like taking the piss out of you. That's my favorite. One of my favorite activities. I think that hard.
Hammer of Dawn? See the Hammer of Dawn? That's right on my nuts. That's what it's gonna be tonight.
I would say the hardcore mode in this is very similar to like the veteran difficulty in most Halo games, where it's like it's a challenge, but it's like fair.
Like OG Gears had weird difficulty settings because casual and OG Gears was like the normal mode, and then you had hardcore and then insanity, and then they decided to make, oh no, let's make casual, normal, then hardcore and insanity. Which only gave them an excuse to make insanity even more fucked off and hard to do.
This is a very competent sequel. I think that 3 is probably a better game overall, but I like 2. I think it's got a lot going for it. I think that some of the rough edges.
2 is kind of like you know how Mass Effect 2, like basically all they did with that game was expand the world and basically gave you more reasons to give a fuck about all the characters. That's basically what Gears of War 2 does. It gives you more reasons to care about Dom Baird, Marcus, and Cole. It gives you more reasons to give a shit about Anya and Hoffman and all the other crazy crew. They introduced fucking Dizzy, who is one of my favorite characters in this fucking series.
Yeah, Dizzy is great. Well, who is your I mean, I think obviously most people would say Marcus Phoenix, but like not outside of Marcus Phoenix, who's your favorite Gears character? Like just overall.
Honestly, can I just pick a group of characters?
Yeah, like pick your ultimate squad.
Well, I like all the Carmine brothers. I legit like that the game shows you what average Joes have to deal with next to all of these ubermensch alpha males. Hey,
You know what? You know what my
you do not die good in this game.
I'll pick
Spoilers, by the way.
I'll pick a great squad. Let's put Marcus on there, Coltrane. My game is
Do training, do we?
I don't think we do. But Marcus,
All right, let's get
Coltrane,
the training for now.
Marcus, Coltrane, Dom, and Dizzy. That's a fun fucking banter right there. That's a poker game right there.
I'll see you inside.
I'm sorry, Carmine. We can't do the tutorial every time we start these games.
Welcome to Jacinto, Private.
You know, speaking of games with pretty fun banter, I downloaded Pragmata today. I got it for actually, believe it or not, you know, I'm not gonna comment on this too much, Fred, but like I am moving for the uninitiated viewers that I imagine probably don't give a shit, but in case they do. So like I've had this decision that I've made, like I'm, as much as I like physical games, I've been kind of going digital until I get to my next location. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I fully admitted to myself that when I get enough scratch together, I'm gonna start buying a bunch of games that I've bought digital, physical. It's unfortunately just more convenient.
I got Pragmata though, which is that new shooter by Capcom with the, it's kind of people
Yeah,
like
with the little fucking android girl, your
It's
little
so-
fucking daughter character.
it's so fun. I got it for Switch too, believe it or not, and it runs at a full 60 FPS on there, and it's very fun. It's
Nice.
gameplay's fun. The gameplay loop is great. It's doing something different with like a third-person shooter, which, I mean, kudos to Capcom. I mean, I would love to see these kind of like, hey, we're playing a third-person shooter now, and Pragmata plays a lot differently, you know, compared to Gears. But my point is, it's like it's nice to see a game like trying to do something with that genre, where it feels like it had spent a minute. Another thing that's a third-person shooter is that new James Bond game that I think I sent you the thing about. So that's made by
First
Light.
Fuck, what's it called?
First Light.
It's called First Light.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like a young James Bond. It's made by IOI. So it's got like a mixture of the kind of like Hitman-esque mission structures, but it's also kind of got like Uncharted scripted moments, which it's like kind of like, from what I've seen, a very good balance of those two things. Because, you know, James Bond game, you're going to want to have some of that like espionage stealth stuff, but you also want to have like the big set pieces. So it looks like it's kind of doing both. People were
That's what all the Bond games try to do.
We want to get his
some of the first footage of First Light, first footage, First Light. Yeah. I must really be fucking tired that I made that into a joke somehow. But some of the first footage of that game was like kind of unstable frame rates, and that was like the only thing people can talk about if, like, that happens, which fair enough. But like woo, kaboom. Now that it's gotten further along in development, like people are really starting to like say like, wow, this looks good, and it's kind of funny, like it seems like it's probably going to have better writing than the most recent James Bond movie.
To be fair, the most recent James Bond movie had that DEI fuckery where people would not just leave the director to make the fucking movie you wanted.
Well, the thing I'll say about that movie is like there's a very good movie underneath like an entirely unnecessary subplot and character. It's like if they had, if like it was just there to insult like the last. It's kind of sad because it's the last Daniel Craig film, and like, you know, there's a lot of great moments, but like that one, it's not even the actress that I'm gonna blame because she's not a bad actress. It's like the fact that they had to make her character take the 007 moniker, which is just it's just one of these like when Jane became Thor. You know what I mean? It just becomes one of these like
Yeah. It's literally just like the feeling of this is ours now, and it's like you didn't fucking you didn't earn that. You're just saying you did.
Isn't it always great though when they make that like this is ours now, and then you track the sales of a series and it goes from like selling like 5 million units down to like 5,000. It's like, oh well, okay, I guess it is yours because now you're bankrupt and nobody's. You destroyed your audience. Good work, guys. Man.
Congratulations, you could have made a movie that appeals to some people, but instead you made a movie that appeals to barely anyone.
I'm glad we
That's the one thing that always like they have to know, right, that the people they're making these movies for don't actually go out and purchase movie tickets.
and it's funny
Like
too.
these people that they keep forcing DEI into shit for, like they never buy anything. They don't buy the games. They don't watch the movies. They don't buy the comics. They just sit home, bitch online, and literally do fuck all.
You know, I almost have this working theory too. Like, you know, we saw like that period with like movie critics, like anything that was like escapism would get like low ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, where like the audience score was like high and the fucking critic score was like low. You know what I'm talking about? Remember that phenomenon? You know what I mean? Like where like a movie that the audiences love gets like a 90%, and then like the critics give it like a 10%. But then like a movie like what was that fucking movie? The pedastry movie, Cuties. Remember like the audience score but was like 0.
God, that fucking movie.
Remember that had like
I can't even believe that thing got cleared.
yeah. But making my point though,
Of
remember,
course, it's the fucking French.
but okay, yeah. But remember, like the critics like gave that a lot of like good scores overall. Where like the audience was
Oh yeah,
like,
a lot of ass pats and dick sucks.
but it's like it's kind of funny that you, like that is a litmus test. Like if it's
You're saying?
oh sorry, it's kind of like a litmus test. I was fucking zoning out. It's kind of like a litmus test for like the fucking modern like film industry, because it's like the audience score is like the one that you want to look at, and like the critic score, unless there's a critic you really trust, who ironically the one critic that I actually like to listen to his modern movie reviews is Nostalgia Critic of all people. But like, you know, the critics very much are like meaningless these days. And I was like, the movie that I saw most recently in theaters, I was down in Florida, and I saw the fucking Mario Galaxy movie, and it's like, you know, like the one critique I agree with the critics is like the pacing on the movie's like too fast. Like the movie doesn't have any time to breathe. You know, like it's actually shot.
That's almost like less fun than a movie that takes too long.
Yeah, it's a great movie though. I really and it's already been spoiled, so I'll tell you because it's like in the promotional stuff.
Mhm.
Unless you really don't want the
Nah, I already got spoiled on it. Star Fox is in the movie.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, it's like clearly like, you know, then again, Nintendo's so retarded that they won't make a new Star Fox game, but it's like now that you've got like the younger generation aware of this character, they really should make a new Star Fox game. But they probably won't now because it makes too much sense, you know what I mean? Like they do retarded shit, but like, so when I was at the theaters though, it was like full of like, obviously people that probably love Mario, like myself. But it was also full of fucking, you know, families, like parents and their kids, and they're just having a fun time. And it's like, you could tell like people enjoyed the movie, and it's like, why didn't the critics like it? And it's like they're just anti-fun at the end of the day. They don't want escapism. Like, sure, you know, there's things you can be cynical about. We're cynical about shit, but it's like sometimes something should just be treated as fun. Like that's why I like the Gears series, because at the end of the day, it's a fun fucking game.
It's just irreverent fun, and I think we're starting to get back to that, because it's like the main reason like the fucking Mario Galaxy movie succeeded as well as it did is because we finally hit the point where a lot of guys who grew up around like our age, they finally had kids. and they're like, hey, here's a movie about this video game I used to play. And it's actually halfway decent. Let's go have a fun time with my kid.
Yeah, it's a great family film. Like it's
Which is kind of like this societal ideal. You
But-
want shit like that.
and it's like there's no woke messaging in there, and it's like, is this why like this film gets like bashed by critics, but like Pixar films that like
Of course it is. Because
We're like-
it's not the movie they wanted.
yeah, it doesn't have like the woke messaging of like recent Pixar films. It's like, wow, what a studio that fell from grace. Because like I loved Pixar at its height. Like I would say Pixar was good up until the last Pixar movie that I really enjoyed was the it was the one with the girl with the emotions. That one was pretty good. Was it Inside Out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I started noticing like a dip in quality, and the only other Pixar movie I've actually watched since then was the one with the black dude that turned like this whole thing. That one wasn't bad, but it's like even that was like you could tell like they've lost a lot of their magic, and like from what I've heard, like it's kind of been like continual.
It's like a lot of these businesses that kind of start to homogenize and crunch and do all these things. Like they're basically, instead of making an actual movie or a film that's meant to be enjoyed, they're just making a product to be bought. God damn it.
Well, and it doesn't help that they got rid of.
God.
It doesn't help that they got rid of John Lasseter, who was like one of the creative forces at Pixar that like was there since like Speaking of Steve Jobs, I talked about him last time too. You know, he was the one that bought Pixar from. Pixar was actually owned by George Lucas. It was like his Lucasfilm like graphics or whatever, and George Lucas was going through like a really bad divorce after Return of the Jedi. Like it was like a really bad divorce, and he needed money. So he's like, I'll sell this to Steve Jobs. He just got shit canned from Apple, and that's actually how Steve Jobs became a billionaire. It wasn't even from Apple. It was from fucking buying Pixar, because he's like, oh yeah, I actually think CGI will make like movies one day. And like, well, that was a bet that turned out to be right, because
Yeah.
I see. Here's the thing about like CGI. When CGI is done well, I love it. It's just unfortunate that it's become like, it's almost like we went back to like the '90s with the quality of CGI. Because like when we were growing up,
Well, it's the age-old reason like why all these industries are failing. None of these people are being trained properly how to do the things other people could do without blinking.
yeah, like I remember like. If you look back, like I'm thinking like superhero movies, like, you know, the first X-Men film, the first Spider-Man film, like the CGI is still good, but you could kind of see the rough patches. But then by the time we got to like the later sequels, like the CGI was amazing. Even the first Transformers movie, which might not be like a Shakespearean fucking like quality film, but like the CGI on that movie was amazing. And like the first few like Marvel
The Pirates
Studios.
of the Caribbean movies,
Yeah.
Transformers. What else came out around that?
Iron Man, first Iron Man.
Yeah, shit like the first Iron Man. Still my favorite Iron Man suit. I just love how much it looks like a tank.
And the CGI is amazing in that film, and in a way, even better than like the later Avengers films. They kind of cheapened
even
it.
movies that people think are like bad or just okay had really great CGI. Like Reign of Fire had great dragon effects in that movie. Oh shit.
But now it's like a lot of these films, because of like whatever you want to call it, like crunch or whatever. Boy, my game is really like glitching. My internet's really must be fucking shitting the bed. Like if you could see what my screen looks like on stream, you'd be.
Oh god.
But yeah, it's like, fuck. I hope my internet's not gonna be like off the fucking.
Whoa. Is that tie? Oh shit.
I think I just shot you. We haven't streamed in a few weeks, and of course my like fucking like game connections are like.
The game's lose. Your poor Xbox is losing the fight.
Oh yeah, there's something wrong. I have some kind of weird latency because I'm shooting at things and it's not doing any damage. Oh, my reload's not even working. Am I moving around normally on your end?
Like, yeah, you're running in circles on my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely moving. I see you.
Actually, after the firefight ended, it just got better, ironically. I wasn't able to reload. My ammo counter wasn't even going down.
That's very bizarre. Remember old-fashioned glitches where you just the game just broke and fixed itself and then broke again?
You know that Morrowind on the original Xbox basically did that? That's why the loading screens in that game were like fucking astronomically large. Because like Bethesda got like special permission by Microsoft to be able to like do like the game was basically doing like multiple reboots every time it loaded because of how glitchy it was on that hardware.
Yeah.
So like it was basically like stealth rebooting like 3 or 4 times. That's why like that game had like 3 to 4 minute. Well, actually, if you play Morrowind on a modern Xbox, it's fine because it's been optimized. But if you played on like the original Xbox, there's like fucking sequences where it's like loading for 2 or 3 minutes. Which I remember like PC gaming on my laptop because it was like just a regular laptop. It had an okay graphics card, but like I remember fucking game load times being like 3-4 minutes sometimes when it was like a demanding game back in the day. Like, people forget load times were crazy back then. Like PS1.
Oh no, like there were like I remember. You remember when Bloodborne first launched? That game had like crazy like damn near 5-minute loading times in some maps.
I still can't believe that like fucking Sony and I was just about to call them Platinum Games. That shows you how fucking tired I am. God, who am I? Who's the fucking developer of those games? God damn it. Who's the Bloodborne developer?
FromSoft.
FromSoft, yeah. I can't believe they can't just like put aside because they've had some beef since like the Demon Souls remake over some shit. But like they can't just put out a patch so that game gets like 60 FPS because like it's a great game, but it's like that game could have been patched on PS5 or even like PS4 Pro to run at a higher frame rate. It's like, you know, it's like.
Well, why patch a game when you can just do a remaster?
But they won't even do that. That's the part that's really stupid. It's like that game. That's a game that could get a remake and it would sell like fucking hotcakes because people will eat it up. And it's like they won't even do that. But apparently some people didn't like the Demon Souls remake, which it's like they did change some things about it that I think were not as like some of the aesthetics. But it's like the RE4 debate. I was telling Fred about this like when we had a phone call, and it's like, unfortunately, I think both sides of that debate are retarded because it's like there's like the newer fans that like just on some hand are like innocent, but other hands like ignorant, and then there's some of these old heads that like just want to shit on the remake because they, you know, either wanted like grift off and like hating on shit or they like have a legitimate reason. Like my take at the end of the day is like I prefer the original Resident Evil 4, but I think the remake's good. Like I think RE4 original has an aesthetic that like you really can't remake 1-to-1. So I do prefer it slightly. But I also think that the remake is a very good version of the game, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that being the version someone plays. Like it's like, can't people? It's not like it's not a sacrilegious fucking remake. We've seen that in the industry where like a remake like shits on the source material. That game doesn't do that. It's just, you know, a slightly different version of the game. I don't know. You know my take at the end of the day, Fred? I think the people arguing on Twitter about it haven't played either version of the game other than Crobcat, who just hates the remake for some reason.
Yeah, everybody's got a bone to pick with the new game anyway.
But it's like Resident Evil's had, you even said that, it's like every Resident Evil entry ever since, like, anything after 2, when it comes out, there's like a group of people that shit on it. Even the original Resident Evil 4, there's people, I remember the old heads back in the day, they're like,
yeah.
They ruined the game.
The first fucking complaint was like, the game's not scary.
It's third
oh shit, it's not scary.
They got rid of the tank controls.
Everything okay on your end?
Well, actually, if you think about it, no. RE4 still has tank controls. You just control them from the third person's perspective now.
But there were like old head people that hated that it had like, and the thing is, it's like some of the Zoomers don't understand that like some of the things in that game don't seem as like groundbreaking today because every other game has like ripped it off. But it's like that doesn't invalidate the fact that that game was like a huge fucking like paradigm shift in the industry. That game was like that game for third person action games was like a Halo 1 moment. Like it was a earth-shattering experience back in the day, and it still holds up today. You know, and the remake's great as well, but you know, I still prefer the original. I think people need to stop being fucking whiny ass faggots. That's my
Guys,
my two
guys, let's go.
it's like if you want to shit on Resident Evil games, there are some bad Resident Evil games, like the fucking Operation Raccoon City, or even like the remake of 3 was not that good. That's probably the worst of like the remakes that they've done. It's not
Well, if you want to talk like shitty Resident Evil games, you could just point to any of the light gun games, and those are, dude, those are definitely interesting.
Humans are no strangers.
But it's like the thing that ticks me off about all the discourse behind like RE4 make is like every single time people bitch, they bitch about the most minuscule crap, like, oh, there's yellow paint everywhere so you can't get lost and you don't, like, you always know where to go. And it's like, yeah, because every fucking gamer these days has an IQ of a goddamn of a house lamp.
well, it's like it's also I've also found that to be like, it seems like you know what it's like. It's like it's the problem with the current internet. It's like that'd be like a funny joke in like a AVGN review. Like, you know, if he was doing like modern game reviews, he'd be like, "Look at this fucking yellow paint. What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
they could have turned it into a joke and being like, oh, who's the little fucking gremlin running around painting everything yellow? But no, it's just like, oh, it's an egregious affront to video game design.
Like what we're doing, Fred, is like AVGN humor about this shit, and what the modern internet is doing.
At least it comes from a place of love. Like when RE4 came out, people bitched about Ashley. People bitched about Leon. People bitched about like how fucking Luis looked different. People bitched about how Salazar looked different. People bitched about the things that weren't in the game. People bitched about the things that were still in the game. It's like, you motherfuckers are not happy with a single goddamn thing, are you?
It's they suffer from ego-raptor-itis.
Ego-raptoritis. That's a nice suit, Dom. What the fuck?
That's right. I'm going to see my girl. I'm sure she's doing just fine.
Marcus, when I find my wife, I'm gonna give her a fuck she's been needing since forever. Okay, Dom.
I really, you know, I really can't believe they haven't given this game like the reloaded treatment yet, because this is a game that.
Why remake one of the games that made the franchise? Why remake this game when you can just keep remaking the remake that you keep for whatever reason remaking?
Oh man.
I'm at least happy that 343 decided to give us Halo 2 remastered before re-releasing Halo fucking 1 remastered again.
You know what I was thinking? I feel like it's retarded enough that they're gonna go from 1 and they're gonna like jump from 1 to 3 and they're gonna skip 2 or some shit.
But it literally makes no sense that they're remaking like 1 again at all. Why not redo 3?
Well, 3
Would it really be that hard to update the graphics on that game?
Well, from what I heard, the campaign remakes they're doing like as a standalone thing, and it's like, well, fine, but okay, here's my idea. Why not, if you're gonna do like a standalone campaign experience, why not make one like fucking cohesive trilogy thing, like Halo 1 through 3 remastered campaign experience? And like, because they, you know, the thing that they also said, and let's see if it turns out to be true, is like it's going to have expanded like missions and shit. And it's like, well, you know, let's see what you guys do with that, because like I love Halo 1, but I'll say one of the things, like, once you get past Silent Cartographer, some of those maps, they're great. I love it. Like, but some of those sections like the Snowbound, like, area, Like, there's very
Yeah.
repetitive corridors, and it's like there definitely could be like some sprucing up they could do there, you know? Which Halo 2 doesn't have any of that problem. Like, Halo 2 is like, that is like the kind of amazing part. Like, even though people like to shit on Halo 2, even today.
Yeah. Well, Halo 2 sprints to the end so fast that like they forgot to add an ending to the game.
But that would also be like, if they really want to do like this remake where they're adding content and kind of doing like their Final Fantasy VII remake-esque remake, it's like Halo 2 is probably in most need of like added story content, because like that's
not to pull away from the talk, but this is probably one of my favorite set pieces in the entire series. Rolling across like this entire like map on top of these earth movers.
I like how they just fucking took the elephant from Halo 3 and fucking...
Essentially. You're not wrong there. It does look very similar to the elephant from Halo 3.
Did somebody at like Microsoft just go to some conference where they showed that like as a concept vehicle, and it's like, this is the vehicle of the future. You've seen like Ford F-350s. Well, this is going to be like 5 times the size. It's going to be the future of road travel. You know what? We're gonna put these in our games set in the like future worlds because it looks cool.
When did Gears 2 come out? Because this game looks fucking immaculate.
Hey,
This is why art design trumps fidelity every time.
This looks like that one lake area from Red Dead Redemption 2. You know what I'm talking
It kind of
about?
does. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I love that area. I love going up to that area, just kind of like...
This is probably just casually happening on the map somewhere in Crimson Desert, and you just don't know about it.
I really do need to like give that game a whirl. It's just that I just finally rehooked up my like TV setup today because
Even though I want like you and my buddy Jack to like play Crimson Desert, I know I can't force it. It's just one of those games that you got to pick up naturally, and you'll just fall in love with it, I'm sure.
The other thing too is I keep hearing that they're like patching like everything, and like as weeks go on, they're patching a shit ton more stuff in there.
Like the how quickly they keep fixing bugs and patching different stuff in and making quality of life improvements. It's nutty to think about. But it's like, then again, like you also have to imagine this is a team who primarily worked on MMOs. So if anything, it makes sense the turnover is so quick. Oh, what the shit? Was that us? Was that us? Oops. I guess we were supposed to shoot the cysts.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in playing the game. It's just I've been fucking just exhausted and didn't have. I had my TV like moved away from the wall because I had to patch up some of the like, you know, from all like the posters I had on my wall. I painted some of my wall like and patched.
Oops. I just realized that my sound on my television was on. Hope that wasn't creating an echo or anything.
I didn't hear an echo on my end, if it's any concession.
That's good. If anything, that just shows how good the mic you gave me is. It didn't pick up a single bit of that, hopefully.
What am I supposed to shoot?
Okay, I don't know what we did to get further, but we did.
Oh, okay. You gotta shoot the mortars.
Yeah, we gotta shoot the fucking things out the sky.
Look
Otherwise, we die.
Look like giant space boogers. Looks like something a Haitian person would eat.
I love how every response to like people trying to like post their shitty like fucking weird amalgam food, like everybody's like, yeah, that just looks like shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like I get curry. I get like masala and stuff like that. I get actual food. I get actual dishes. But if you're just eating from a bowl of slop and what you're eating it with just looks like uncooked bread dough, I'm like, that's not food. That's almost food, but that's not food.
Yeah,
Threw some shit on a plate, now you're eating it. That's what I do.
it's like it's almost the thing too. It's like it almost looks like what you'd imagine like humans when they discovered farming, like the first time, and they don't have everything down yet, but they're like trying to like make something out of like the stuff they're growing. It's like, you know, it feels like there if a little bit more effort, you'd instead of having like a soup like this like soupy like fucking stuff that they're eating with their hands, like you could just make a loaf of bread out of that. It seems like it'd be a much more enjoyable experience with like the meat and stuff that they're eating. It's like, why not just do that? Why are you eating something that looks like silly putty? It's like, you know, I know that like the Japanese have like that one like kind of like gelatinous stuff they put on like a bean. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a, but that's like a, it's like a dessert thing, like mochi. You know, it's like meant. It's there's like a reason for it. You know, it's meant to be like a dessert thing. It's not like a main course. You know, that's the thing about Japanese cuisine. I love sushi, but it's like that's the one problem. Is like that's the only thing that some people think of when they think of Japanese cuisine. It's like there's way more to Japanese cuisine than like sushi. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
ramen, tonkatsu, fucking, you know, bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, fried rice, tonkatsu, like you can get chicken katsu. Oh fuck me, god damn it. Tons of fried foods and stuff.
And also like their remixes of like Western style food, which is on
Yeah.
sometimes.
I always like edamame,
Oh yeah.
salted soybeans.
Have you ever seen like Japanese pizzas and how wacky they are?
I almost like encourage it though, because I like when people get weird with pizza. It's like, why not put this stuff on like pizza dough and just cook it up? Let's see what happens. Is it good? Is it bad?
I've never had a problem with the Hawaiian pizza like thing. Like I never understood that fucking
Well,
like.
it's like I get people's apprehension towards it, but it's like, oh, why would you put like fruit on a ham pizza? And it's like, motherfucker, people eat fruit with ham all the time. People eat fucking fruit with meat all the time. Half the cuisine, like back in Greece, was just olives, meat, and fruit.
Meanwhile, this like the same mother. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I blew up.
Meanwhile,
Remember, some of the checkpoints in this game are kind of spotty. Let's see how good they are.
Not too bad.
All right, just back to the beginning. Are there grenades over here? Maybe we can close some of those e-holes.
But meanwhile, like the people shitting on Hawaiian pizza, like, you know, they're fucking eating like a fucking bag of Cheese Whiz or some shit, you know?
a bucket of government cheese that
Got
they got for free, probably.
I wouldn't trust government cheese these days.
Oh no, like half that shit probably like is made from mold. like it doesn't have mold on it. It's made from mold.
Well, it's like let's examine government cheeses. Under the Biden administration, it would make you turn into a troon, and then with the Trump administration, you know, half the time there'd be a note in there that just says "fuck you," and then the other half of the time there'd be cheese, just perfectly fine cheese, but like, you know, and I say that because that's what my takeaway from this week has been. It's like I'm starting to think that President Trump has got like Chris Chan kind of autism, because he goes for like 2 or 3 days where he goes in like a fume state and like fucking like basically makes his life more, I don't know, he might like to make his life more challenging politically, because like he'll go for like 2 or 3 days on some fucking topic that nobody wants him to go on, like the FISA court shit, like arguing fucking with the Pope shit. And then like, oh yeah, today he like made like a really good peace deal. And it's like, I'm glad he did that, but it's like, you know, I think what you said in the group chat was like true. Like, I think Barron sometimes has to reel him in. He probably says, Dad, like people are like saying, what the fuck's wrong with you? And you know, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, he's got these people that just seem like, it's the problem he had with his first term too. It's like, He has got like competent people, then he's got like fucking retards surrounding him, and I don't know. I don't know if he understands the difference. You know, I don't know if it's 5D chess.
Honestly, I think Trump is just trying to find people who won't immediately fuck him.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like freaking politics is so dirty and corrupt now that it's hard to find people who are willing to work with you towards a goal.
Yeah, but like I said, the problem is some of it is like, some of it seems self-destructive. Like sometimes his decision.
Oh, most certainly.
It's like watching fucking Walter White at his peak. It's like he'll do like something like brilliant, and then like the next moment he'll like fucking, you know, he'll
And like out of pettiness, he'll just do some fucking asinine.
like look at I didn't agree with like this guy Joe Kent, who basically left the Trump administration over like the Iran war. Like I thought it was kind of like stupid the way he did it, but it's like the guy served like 11 combat tours. He's a well-respected like military guy. His wife died like really horrifically of cancer, and he remarries 4.5 years later. And, you know, Trump just can't leave it alone. So he goes on Truth Social. He's like, this guy remarried too quickly. It's like, dude. Like, look, it's funny when you do that.
4 years?
It's like
4 years? Really? That's too quick? That's
Well,
a long fucking time.
by the way, he's wanting to talk about remarriages, and it's like, dude, it's like,
Motherfucker with a trophy wife.
well, that's his 4th fucking marriage, I think, and it's like, dude, I get it. It's like, you know, that shit's funny when it comes to like corrupt Democrats and like these cocksucking like Euro trash that want to like shit on us, but it's like, you know, this guy's like a reasonable disagreement with you and decides to resign from his position. You don't have to like go scorched earth on that guy because he has a.
You don't have to rub it in. Then again, to play devil's advocate, that's basically what everybody kept doing to Trump when he lost the election like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But they basically shit on him, said he was never legit, and like just fucking tore his ass open. So I don't blame Trump for wanting to get a few digs in, but there's a time and a place.
The problem is though, like he becomes like indiscriminate in his digs. It's like, you know, it's like Netanyahu. You know, there might be a legitimate target, but then he'll bomb the children's hospital right next to the legitimate target. You know, and then that's the thing too. It's like, you know, I'm not even the biggest fan of Tucker Carlson, but I listened to his most recent video about like Trump and the Israel shit, and it's like, you know, it is true. It's like, you know, I don't think Trump would ever make like an AI meme making fun of like the Jews. You know, it seems like he would never do that. Like he'll do other stuff like with AI memes that'll piss people off, but like that does seem to be a sacred cow in our political system. Like, and even for him, it's a sacred cow somehow. And it's like,
well, every political party has their pet issue that they will not admit is a problem.
my turret is in the
For
middle.
Democrats, it's immigration. For Republicans, it seems to be Israel.
Well, at the end of the
It's basically what makes these parties the most money.
Well, I think both parties are like bought out by Israel. Even like the progressives that act like they don't like Israel. I mean, I think that they're almost funded to do that. I think that because like even when Biden was in office, like there was basically the same amount of like funding for Israel. Like the Democrats and Republicans, they're both like seemingly shills for that. Like, but at the end of the day too, it's like, you know, Biden also had like the China shit going on. He had like the, you know, it's all a bunch of bullshit, you know. I mean, you know,
None of it's natural. Like, I think people have finally started to wake up to that. None of this is natural at all.
like the Haitian shit. It's like, I don't know, like you're telling me the Republicans own the House and Senate, they have like a majority, yet somehow there's a resolution that went through that that's gonna allow 350,000 fucking Haitians to come here. Like I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. And the FISA court shit, like that's the part where I was really pissed off at Trump this week. Like I was pissed off at some of the other stuff he did this week. But the thing that really set me off was like dude, you know the FISA courts are corrupt, they're unconstitutional. You talked about it after the 2016 election and the 2020. Do you remember they raided Trump's house at Mar-a-Lago, like unconstitutionally?
Yeah.
Like, and he, like that's another FISA court thing, and like he was critical of it, wanted to get rid of it, and now he's like defending it. It's like, dude, I know that you have to be like a politician, you have to do that shit sometimes, but it's like that seems like a really like sore issue for you, and now you're defending it. That just seems like you're playing like politics like everybody else is. And it's like, you know, I think that's why this peace deal worked out, because I think Barron's like, Dad, you really need to fucking get something this week, because it's been a bunch of L.
Hey, Dad, can you fucking stop pissing off everybody online? What do you mean? What did I do this time? Haitians.
Well,
Shit.
Dad, the polls just came out, and your approval rating among young people went from like a majority down to like 21%. So that
People think you're a lying hack again. Can you fix that?
that might be a problem. Because it's like, you know, the thing that Trump I think is aware of, he needs a reminder every now and then. But I think the thing he's aware of is like, he's not like the typical Republican that just relied on like the boomer vote. Like the thing that he managed to do was he managed to get like a coalition of people. Like he got Hispanics voting for him. He got young
Well, the
people.
same thing happened his last election too.
Yeah.
He basically got all the people who don't normally vote out to vote.
Yeah. Well, it didn't hurt that like the person he was running against was like batshit crazy.
Yeah.
like that's the thing that kills
And
me
a
about
fucking evil asshole.
the thing that really kills me about the Democrats, Fred, is like they could just pretend to be normal. They could just like pretend to be moderate, but they just can't. They can't even pretend to be like normal fucking people anymore. It's fucking
No,
crazy.
they don't even try. The mask is slipped so hard that they're like, fuck it, why are we even trying to hide anymore?
You know what I
Let's
mean?
just be openly evil.
They could get like a moderate Democrat to be like, yeah, I think we should stop like the child mutilation, but it's like that's too conservative for them now. It's like, but you guys could just lie and say that and get more votes, and it's like they can't even do that anymore. They can't even. Well, then again, it's like the fact that they're, like you said, they're so fucked.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
There's-
God.
Is it hubris? Do you think it's hubris? Do you think they're so egotistical, the Democrats, that they're gonna keep their sinking their
Well, I
ship?
think they legit believe that they already won. Like, they think it's just a matter of time before they all get what they want. Which part of me can't blame them for thinking that, because it seems like we'll never get a fucking politician who works for the citizens.
That is funny.
You Mac.
But it's funny to see it, like, that was like the thing that Democrats had 10 years ago. Because remember, like, Hillary was supposed to be the candidate that won, and they were shocked. that-
Also, just think about how, like, the freaking temperature has shifted. Like, back in the day, it used to be the cool thing to be, like, a liberal lefty dude. Like, that was the counterculture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When we were going in high school, like, if you, like, it was, like, pretty much, like, everything was, like, a liberal talking point. You know what I mean? Everybody walked around talking
Yeah, it's
like
like,
fucking
why
Jon
not gay
Stewart.
marriage? Like, why not? Like, if you think you're a girl, sure, why not? Like, fucking do shit and chop your dick off. It's fine. It's okay. Just don't touch kids. Wait. Why are the gays and the transvestite touching kids? Stop doing that. Wait. That's what you were looking for this whole time? Oh, God, we fucked up!
Well, the funny part about that is, like, if you go back to 2016, I remember seeing a clip of it on X a few weeks ago. Like, Trump was surprisingly moderate on the transgender issue. Like, it's just, like,
Everybody was.
yeah.
Because everybody believed in the idea, yeah, sure. If you're born with a mental condition that makes you think you're not in the right body, I could understand why that would make you want to go and try to fit the body you think you should have. But then it just turned out that, no, it's a bunch of plastic surgeons taking mentally vulnerable people and chopping them to bits for insurance payouts, basically.
Well, the part where they really overstepped it was when they started pushing it on kids. Like, that really.
Oh yeah, when they started to push it on, like, toward the under 18s, I was like, immediately I was like, wait, hang on.
Something to miss.
It's a lot different when you're a consenting adult making your own decisions. Now you're trying to convince me that a kid who's barely lived life knows enough about life to make a completely and utterly life-altering decision. I don't think you're telling me the truth now, all of a sudden.
Yeah, there's something. Something was very clearly amiss when they thought
Well,
that.
unfortunately, it just turned out to be the age-old shit. It was the thing that got the Catholic Church in trouble. It was a bunch of bad people who usurped a ton of power, and then after they got to the top, they were like, "I guess I'm a pedophile now."
Yeah, well,
Every single time, it's like, okay, we got as far as we can go. I guess the only other thing we have yet to do is fuck kids.
that you know that it I will say that was
Why?
like
Do you have any like fucking theories on that? Like, why? Every single fucking time, why?
well, I listen, I'm Catholic, so I listen to Catholic radio podcasts, and like they bring on people that aren't, and they debate them, and it's like that is like the one issue that like it's almost incomprehensible that like it happened for so many years. Like I will say, it's like it's been I can't say it's ever been rectified because I don't think anything like that can ever be truly forgiven. But like, you don't have that issue in the church. You don't have that issue in the church as much anymore because like it actually is dealt with now. But it's like the fact that it went on for so long in like a place where there should be trust. But I'll tell you the thing too. It's like unfortunately that shit happens like in a lot of positions of trust. Like it happens in the school system. You know what I mean? Like
like especially in the school system.
Yeah. It happens in medical fields too. It's like like look at that fucking gymnastics doctor, that one that was like molested like 400 girls.
His name's like Nassar or something.
Larry Nassar, yeah, he molested
That
like
fucking piece of shit, dude. When I was fucking researching that motherfucker, my blood was boiling at the amount of shit he brazenly got away with. And people just let him get away with it because, oh, he's a professional. He knows what he's doing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Why are you shoving your fingers into places where it doesn't belong on my child when you're only supposed to be treating a leg injury?
God, I will say, if I was one of those parents, I would create a new orifice out of
I
his
would have fucking killed him. But
No, I would
I remember watching like a video of like it was one of the trials he went to, and like one of the fathers was like, "Can you give me 5 minutes alone in a room with him?" "I cannot, sir." "Can you give me 1 minute alone in a room with him?" I can't do that, sir." "Then I guess you know what's gonna happen now." And he immediately runs after that little fucker. I would take him out in the goddamn courtroom.
But
pricks like him, pricks like Nassar should live in fucking fear.
Well, I think they killed him in prison. I think he's dead either way. I think that motherfucker.
I'm glad. Fuck him.
But what you said though, like what did he do? He was touching people in places he shouldn't. Well, I would do the same to him. I would put my fingers in his eye sockets, rip out his fucking eyeballs, and I'd be like, "Hey, how does it feel for someone to buy
like the fucking mountain?"
I'd feed him to him. Fuck. Like, but like, look I mean, at the end of the day, that's why like constitutionally we don't have cruel and unusual punishments, because like some of those people legitimately would deserve that. But it's like that's why we should have the death penalty at the very least, because like in my opinion, someone that's done that level of harm to other human beings should not have a right to continue existing on this planet. You know what I mean?
It's like they're not to mention they're completely remorseless up until they get caught. Then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, I'm sick, I didn't know what I was doing." And it's like, no, motherfucker, you knew exactly what you were doing. You're just sorry that people got to you.
Yeah, it's like, did you see that scumbag that killed the white Ukrainian girl, the black piece of shit, on that thing? He's getting like Are you dead?
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm fucking super dead.
Did you see that he's getting like an insanity plea? The black dude that slit that Ukrainian girl's throat on the public transit.
Of fucking course. That's the Zarutska guy, right?
Yeah. Like, by the way, that was a piece of shit. Like the scumbag, that murderer, he was like arrested like 22 times. Like he should have been
Yeah.
locked up for
A,
life.
a straight up lost cause. Yet, oh no, we can't ruin his life. What about all the fucking people he ruined?
And the judge the judge on his last case was literally like found to like run like some kind of like program to like basically like get people that did
Yeah, she
horrible.
makes money off of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll let
Like,
the
and plus, like, how is that not a fucking conflict of interest right there? She should not be a judge.
yeah, you know that axe murderer that killed 20 people? Yeah, let's put him in jail for 5 years and then he can go to my halfway house. Oh, okay. All right.
Uh-huh. Your halfway house?
It's like they should have just, hey, they should have been like, hey, bitch, we'll put him in your house and we'll see if you really want to keep him out of prison.
How about this counter offer? We pin him to a giant fucking bullseye, and if I miss every single axe throw and knife throw, he gets to walk across glass into a burning furnace. Cause fuck him.
Hey, I heard the Navy needs to try out their new railgun. Let's use him as a test dummy.
I think he needs a railing.
See you on the other side.
Oh my god. These fucking there's some other story too like that. Oh yeah, some guy broke in the house and killed a 6-year-old and he got like fucking like 3 years in
Of
jail
course.
or some shit. It's
Yeah.
like,
And there's also that motherfucker FedEx driver who kidnapped that little girl and strangled her.
Properly aligned.
oh yeah, they're gonna try to do like an insanity plea for him too, right?
Every single fucking time. It's like it's sick. It's sick. Criminals have better rights than people who follow the fucking law.
Oh, definitely, especially when it comes to like gun charges, because like, you know, somebody can like not have a.
Yeah, like all these people, like all these Democrats, they're like, oh, fucking, like it's horrible anytime there's gun violence, but meanwhile they're letting all these gangbangers back out onto the streets who commit gun violence.
Yeah. Oh, this guy didn't.
It's all on purpose. It's all fucking lies.
This guy didn't update his permit for his pistol. Oh, so you're gonna put him in jail for 5 years? What about the guy with the AK-47? Wow.
What about the guy with the illegal Glock switch? How about that dude?
He's just. It's
Fucking,
just a
I don't know
misunderstanding.
how I died.
Fred, it's just a misunderstood youth. Pay no mind to the fact that it's probably like the
Oh,
misunderstood.
speaking of misunderstood use, you see this fucking teen takeover bullshit, and it's like literally all it is just criminals committing crimes.
Oh yeah, where they like break into like some luxury goods store and like basically loot it.
Yeah. I'm sure they needed all of those fucking Nike shoes.
My favorite is when they loot the Apple store, because like Apple like is like basically has all those devices locked down if you
Yeah,
steal
it's like,
them.
why rob a phone store? All those fucking display models are useless.
And like they also have like tracking in there, so they can find where you went.
Newsflash to any aspiring criminal. That phone on the display stand, that's not a real fucking phone. It's a box
Yeah.
with a noisemaker in it.
Well, even if it is like well, like yeah, but even like the demo phones, like they have like special software in there that like they can track the person even if the battery is off. You know, it's like what the fuck's wrong with these people?
Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure if you've ever gone to the phone store and like tried to order a phone. It's like, oh, we need to order this one in. It's like, but you have this display model right there, and they're like, oh, we don't sell the display one. There's reasons for that.
By the way, that's one of the crazy things too. Like, you know, because like the newer smartphones, whether you have Android or like Apple, they're like encrypted. Like especially if you have like the face fucking thing for like your biometric password shit, and it's like. So there's no good in stealing a phone from someone anymore because you're not gonna be able to get in there anyways, and like now people can you can remotely wipe your phone if someone does steal it, so they can't get any of your info. It's like so
Yeah,
like
the best you can do with a stolen phone is factory reset the fucking thing.
well if you have like data protection on, they can't even do that anymore. You can literally make it into a dud for that person. So like they literally have no incentive to steal a phone anymore unless they're stealing it to like get like parts out of it. And it's like they're probably not smart enough to disassemble a phone to begin with. You know what I mean? Like these aren't like fucking tech nerds that are. You know what I mean? The AVGN isn't out there still. Give me a fucking phone. You imagine like AVGN's like some fucking like. Yes, give me a phone.
Give me a phone and shove it up my ass.
Irate Gamers there. What's the deal with these fucking phones, man? Did you
You think
know?
he's ever actually gonna do the video on the Sonichu medallion? Did he ever do that?
He did like a 5-minute preview. I don't know. I think he got too creeped out by
Maybe
it.
he looked at that thing and he's like, maybe I shouldn't fuck with this thing that people have gone on record as legitimately thinking it's actually cursed.
He bought the rights to this podcast called Geek Time, which used to be on like the Howard Stern channel before Howard went like woke. It was hosted by his friend Ralph Sorella, and it was a really good podcast back in the day. Well, actually, it's a radio show, but like, you know, Irate Gamer bought the rights to it, which is, I don't know how he managed that, but he did. That's actually.
Well, Irate Gamer was coming up when like YouTube was giving people fuck you money. If he was smart, he still probably has a decent nest egg.
But he probably did get like a pretty good price on that because like it was basically an abandoned like thing. But like that Geek Time podcast he's been doing has been pretty good, and he's been getting like
No, get off.
he gets some pretty good interviews on there too. Like he gets like a lot of pop culture people on there. So you
That's
know,
cool.
it's nice that like after years of him being like there was at one point there was like legit criticism that people had about him, but like it clearly
Well, it's like he was a plagiarist.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
but it's like it veered so far off like reality into just basically slandering the guy and like making him out like he
Well,
was.
it's the same thing with DSP. There's a lot you can like point out about the flaws of DSP. He's a piece of shit for one, but at the end of the day, that's his most egregious sin. He's just a piece of shit. You want to go hotel or rooftops?
Hotel.
Rooftops, then.
But it always rubbed me the wrong way that like outside of like some of the like original Irate Gamer videos, like people's legit criticism, like Irate Gamer ended up kind of becoming his own distinct thing anyways, and like he's not a bad guy. He's just he just took someone else's concept and tried to do his own thing with it over time. And it's like, you know, how much longer are people gonna have a 20-year grudge because a guy like made like a videos inspired by someone else? It's like, is that really? And it's like his video quality was like for the most part, I would say growing up I enjoyed watching Irate Gamer in AVGN. Like I never, other than like I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of gay that he fucking sold AVGN's shtick at first. It's like, you know, once you get past that, it's like, you know, do people hate Babylon 5 because it ripped off Star Trek? Like, it's like, it's still a good show. Like, should we?
Sorry guys, you can't watch the Orville or Firefly anymore.
Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like, you know, and there was the thing is
Like, just because something's derivative doesn't automatically make it bad.
well, the thing too, it's like there were bad angry reviewers. Like it's like there was like thousands of them. I remember. Like Game Dude's one that people remember because the guy's like a legit nutcase. But dude, I don't know if you remember early.
Game Dude just fucking lost his mind after a while.
But do you remember early on? There was like on early YouTube, it was all like AVGN style angry reviews. Like there was like so many different clones of him. You know what I mean? It was like there was truckloads of them. I can't remember any of their fucking names. You know. Because
Oh yeah.
it's been so long, but like, well, Silent Rob was like his own thing. I feel bad for that dude. Like he's got fucking a lot of shit that he, you know, went through, but I don't know. Like the last time I checked, he had like a Silent Rob, the like old school YouTuber. He had like a drug problem, and then he got help for it. And
He just fell off the deep end.
his marriage
That's
fell
always
apart.
sad.
I heard he's back, but like, he got into beef with like another old school YouTuber I watched, and it's just kind of sad. It's like, you know, these are guys that were on YouTube at the beginning. It's like, I don't know why the fuck like people have to like throw shit at each other after being on the same platform for 20 years. It's like, you know.
Well, it's basically taking out the competition.
Well, and these are guys.
They've realized that the viewership has stagnated, so they need to kill everybody else in their wheelhouse to basically steal all their guys.
But these are guys in like their mid 40s at this point. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
they never got past the fucking high school stage. It's sad.
yeah, they're acting like teens, like they were on YouTube back in the day. It's like, guys, you're like 46. It's time to move on. Just because
Don't all you guys have children? Yeah, but we need to act like children.
well, it's fun to see like the YouTubers that like have like managed to like find some kind of niche, like you know, even some of the channels I've been watching. I watched this one channel called it's called Gen X Grown Up, and it's like this guy in his 50s, you know, like they're like one of the dudes that grew up with like Atari era shit, and it's like this guy's just having fun. He's just like, and it's kind of cool because like he's one of those guys that like grew up with that era, but then like, you know, he kind of fell out of gaming.
Who's shooting at me?
But then he's
Shooting at me with a mortar?
yeah. I thought you were Locust.
I'm wearing blue. Shoot the Brumac.
Fred, I'm fighting like in his really commando. I'm just fucking.
We need to create friendly fire so we have a reason to kill our enemy harder.
We also need to fund that enemy to make it just even more of a shit show.
Yeah. If you want to say one thing about the Iran-Israel situation, it is symbiotic.
Oh yeah. Both of those countries are run by turds.
Yeah.
Yep.
This whiskey almost smells like chocolate. It's pretty good.
What are you drinking?
Glenmorangie, 15-year, aged in bourbon and sherry casks.
Oh, that's a nice. I had a light beer. It was pretty good. Outlaw light beer. It was
Yeah, I saw the can you sent me. For a second, I thought you were like drinking like a bucked up energy drink. And I was like, I don't think Ray drinks energy drinks.
the only time I drank energy drinks was when I was in college, and I pretty much exclusively drank Monster Zero and the Monster Java, and that was just because I was sleep deprived because I was in college and I had a horrific sleep schedule where I was staying up until 4 in the morning and then getting up and then sleeping during the day, and you know, like that's how college my sleep schedule was like horrible, like but I've never been an energy drink guy outside of that one, like, like I had like a 2 or 3 year period where I drank energy drinks, and that was it. Like I'm much more of a coffee guy. I've actually, you know, admittedly, I'll say it. It's part of. I'm not gonna be shameless. I'm not gonna be shamed about it. You know, I'm not gonna be like lying about it. Part of my thing with like losing weight is I've started drinking just black coffee a lot of the time. Like if I'm having like a really shitty day, I will go to Dunkin' and get like the fucking whatever bullshit flavor they got, because like they got a banana,
like whatever birthday cake, milkshake.
Yeah.
It's fucking frappe.
But like for every time I do that, like when I'm drinking coffee at home now, like 90% of the time now I'm having it black. I might sometimes put like a teaspoon of sugar in there, but like I've just started enjoying drinking black coffee.
Oh God, what the fuck?
And you know what I noticed? As long as
Did we just get nuked?
we did. Let me just say this though. As long as the coffee you're drinking is good quality coffee, drinking it black is actually kind of like, it's not bad.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Like I actually really like black coffee on occasion because it lets you actually appreciate what the coffee bean is trying to do.
Control out.
Well,
It's like a lot of coffee, like you wouldn't even realize it. Some of it's like chocolatey, some of it's bitter, some of it's actually kind of sweet and fruity if you get a good one.
oh yeah. But if you got kind of like a bitter coffee, here's the thing. It's like, you know, when I was, because on the weekends I actually like to cook breakfast on the weekends. Like I'll sometimes make pancakes, or I'll make like bacon and eggs, and it's like when you have something like sweet and savory, a bitter coffee actually is really good because it contrasts like the sweet and savory stuff, you know? Like if you have pancakes, do you really want like a coffee full of fucking sugar and cream when you're eating something that's a bunch of sugar and cream? It's like, no. You want something to actually contrast it, and it's like,
Yeah.
so Now, ironically, I've been doing something opposite when it comes to me drinking tea. I've been adding like a.
Not again.
You got
You
nukes.
guys both. Okay,
But-
so there's a guy out there with a mortar who keeps shooting us.
Yeah.
We've reached
Control.
If I see that fucker, he's dead.
We're digging in, Delta. But
the left in position now.
here's one of the
Digging in with the tip of our spear.
Here's one of the ironies, though. When I do drink tea, one of the things I've been doing is I've been adding like a tablespoon of milk to kind of like mellow out the tea flavor. You know,
Yeah.
that's something the
We usually drink black tea.
yeah, I like black tea. I like Earl Grey. Just like Captain Picard. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Wesley, your mother has gorgeous tits.
Your mother has great tits, my dear.
I picked up Deep Space Nine again. Like for some reason, I ended up like taking a long hiatus from that show. But boy, what a great show that is too. With
Oh yeah.
Cisco and boy, I love the Ferengi dude on there. What's his fucking
God.
name? Quark.
Orders.
What a shystery little fella Quark is.
Oh. Oh. Help me. They refuse to die until they die.
I will say my gameplay style looks like DSP tonight. Not to make excuses though, but I went to bed really late last night. I didn't go to bed till
No,
like
you're fine.
I
I'm
like
not playing any better.
I mean I'm glad we streamed tonight because it's kind of cathartic because I just had like it's been like a weird week, you know. But like I will tell you, as soon as we're done streaming tonight, I am hitting Zhe.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna sleep in tomorrow.
Are you gonna
I
stream
gotta knuckle
anything?
down and stream Silent Hill 2 remake tomorrow too.
Are you
Pretty much my plan for this weekend after I get all my chores done. I'm basically gonna stream Silent Hill 2 tomorrow, and then Sunday, me and Jack were planning on finally restarting the Glitch Museum like we've been talking about way too fucking much.
You know what I would do? When you guys do that, I would say we're in season 2 now at the Glitch Museum.
That's basically what we were planning.
So just say like, hey guys, we took we took the the winter off, and now we're back for season 2.
Kind of an extended hiatus.
Because those were fun to listen to.
Yeah, I enjoyed shooting the shit.
I like the I like that you guys like revisited a lot of like series from our like youth, you know.
Oh yeah.
Are you is that kind of like the I mean, I don't know how much of the trade secrets you want to put out there, but like is that what you guys plan on doing for like the next set of episodes? Like are you going to keep it to like a single...
Yeah, like we're gonna pick, we're basically gonna pick a bunch of topics and just reminisce, just reminisce.
To the grind list.
But yeah, this cutscene. But yeah, that's why I almost like think that the name Glitch Museum is genius, because it's almost like going through a bunch of exhibits and just saying, hey, remember this? Oh man, yeah, that was so cool. But y'all, you also remember this? That kind of wasn't so cool, but this was cool. And look at this dreadlock motherfucker. Look at his fucking Darth Maul staff. Look, he's fucking cool. Chop a fucking tank in half, bitch.
Fred, if we had a drinking game in one of our streams where like every time a person had to take a shot when you said remember, how long before the alcohol poisoning sets in?
I mean,
An hour? 2 hours. By the 2 hour
it
mark.
depends. Are there rules against quitting in the drinking game?
No.
You forfeit for your safety.
Well, when you black out, that's forfeiting.
No quitting like a bitch.
Remember when we got blackout? Look at I just said remember. Remember when we got blackout drunk, Fred, and you were like puking in my.
I remember. We were watching interviews with monster girls, and I disappeared to throw up in your bathroom.
I got my cousin gave me an anime when I was in Florida. Not the cousin you know, but another one. I gotta tell you the name of it. I fucking forgot what it is, but
It's probably something I've watched.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, I bet Fred could tell me that this is a great show too. But I got it on Blu-ray. It's one of those things where, like, all of the gifts I got for my birthday, which actually, let me just say this: Fred got me Crimson Desert, which is really nice of him. But all of the gifts I got for my birthday that were like physical, tangible items, I put in like a fucking like basically a safety vault because like I want to keep them safe because I hate to be the cynic, but like when you're selling a house and people come to look at your house, I just don't trust people like enough to like have valuable stuff out in the open. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you. Yeah, like open houses are scary, and there are some people who legit just go to those things to steal shit from people.
I mean, the only things I like. That's the thing. Like, you already were here the last time, like a few weeks ago, and there was already a shit ton of stuff that we've packed up. But like, it's like even more so this like where we are right now, like from the last time you've been here. So like the only things that I have out are things that like if somebody took it, I would be noticeable. Like if I would notice if somebody like picked up my Series X and took it. Like I only have like 4 or 5 games out now, and it's like pretty obvious if somebody walks off with it. Basically, that's but I didn't want that in my birthday gift, so like I just fucking put them in a fucking locked vault in my fucking one area of my house, and it's like, if someone goes over there, it's like, well, they're not looking at a house, they're looking to steal something. But I mean, most people that go to look for a house, I don't think would do that. But like, we're in a fucked up world these days, too.
Yeah. Plus, we live in a fucking blue state, which seems to have the worst issues with criminality that they refuse to fucking fix.
Oh yeah, it's like yeah. We know that they stole like $800, but because it's not $1,000, we can't actually.
Don't worry, it's not a felony if it's under 1,000.
Oh yeah. Do you remember in California there was some store when they did that shit?
Want to end it here for now?
You sure? You don't want to do like another little segment?
I mean, that's up to you. I know you were saying you were tired.
Well, we could do one more. I still got some steam in me. It's just I'm gonna sound like incoherent, but that's all right.
That's perfectly fine.
But what I was gonna say is, do you remember there's like during like the George Floyd thing in like California, they're like easing the theft laws, and then there's some store that basically said everything's $1,000, and once you come to check out, you'll get the discount, and it'll be regular price again. So like that was, they basically had to do that shit to bypass like their bullshit laws out there.
Yeah. Stop fucking the people who follow the laws in your goddamn state, you dicks.
Any word from Ty or Dizzy?
Sorry.
That's always like the thing that like gets me the most. It's like you punish the people who follow the laws so brutally, so heavily, but like they are so lax on every other criminal.
Hey, could we actually take like a 5-second pause though? Because I'm getting a phone call.
All right, no problem.
It's
I'll
just
stare at the scenery.
all right. I'm just gonna mute myself for a sec.
Fucking King Kong ass looking level. Journey to the center of the earth. It kind of looks like one of those robots from The Animatrix, one of the little animations. Specifically the one that was drawn by the guy who made Aeon Flux.
Alright, sorry about that.
No, you're good. What were you talking about?
Well, what I'll tell you about is, the underground section of this game sometimes I would say feels like it overstays its welcome, but there are the environments are varied. Like it's not just like
Oh yeah, like there's a lot of cool set pieces in this game, but I get why people got bent out of shape by being underground for way too long.
Yeah, I almost think like would have made it cool is like if they like alternated to like the B team like in between like one of these segments just to say like, hey, while we're down and digging, you know, here's what's going on above ground.
Yeah, that kind of sort of what they. Well, that guy's fucked. That's kind of sort of what they did in 3 eventually.
Yeah.
Like, because basically you had Baird and Cole off doing their thing while Marcus and Dom were doing other stuff.
Isn't it funny that Halo did that once and one time only with Halo 2? And it's like, that is like the one thing that people in hindsight actually liked about the campaign. Like people, the Arbiter missions actually grew on people, but then because there were like people bitching about it when it first came out, like, well, I guess you could say Halo 5 did that again, but Halo 5 was a fucking dog shit thing. You know what, I actually just defeated my own point. But Halo 2 in my mind did it well, you know, with like the Arbiter in Chief. Halo 5 did it poorly, and the thing is, it's not, I don't think it's Locke's fault, but, you know, like, it wasn't the actor that played Locke's fault, it was just that they made Locke an uninteresting character, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, he was kind of beige flavored as a character. He was the guy chasing after Chief, and that was kind of it.
Boy, I think we talked about, like, how, and I think actually you guys talked about on the Glitch Museum, how much they botched, like, the hype train for 5. Because, like, in hindsight now, people like to shit on 4, but people, for the most part, liked 4 when it came out. And people were hyped for 5. And they had, like, it was like the Hunt the Truth fucking, like, podcast thing. That was, like, setting up, like, this, like, you know, like, mystery thing with, like, Chief's disappearance. And it turned out to be a lie. It was such a bullshit lie.
They literally had promotional material that didn't make sense when the game came out.
It almost seems like they made the promotional material and then decided to change the game's story at some point.
It was probably one of like the earliest adopters of DEI before it had a name. That was like when, like, around that time there was a lot of issues with like crunch and like studio producers just going in and mucking everything up.
You remember when oh, what was another game that made me think of DEI? Well, when that game came, like, yeah, Halo 5 kind of came out, like, right in the midst of the worst of it. It was like, that's like when we had Game Blather back in the day, and that was like right during the like Gamergate fucking like 1.0 movement. Boy, that's a blast from the past. Remember when they tried to like do a Gamergate 2 and like it like had a point?
It immediately fell on its face because it didn't start as a consumer revolt and instead immediately went into politics and died.
Did you hear like the quartering like really went nuts?
Apparently, yeah. Apparently his whole entire friend circle has just basically turned against him.
Yeah.
Which doesn't surprise me.
That
Because everybody in the fucking YouTube industry is a bunch of vultures looking to take your head.
Yeah. It's... I mean, that shit about tribalism really is true, you know?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Like these people are buddy buddy, and then they have like a fucking breaking point, and then it's like, it's internet. Like the one thing that Worski like did well when he was at his height was like this concept of internet blood sports. Not that I was a fan of the way he did it, but like that is like the truth of the matter when it comes to a lot of these internet relationships. It really is just blood sports.
Yeah,
It's like,
none of these people are actually fucking friends.
no, it's literally, this is kind of a fucked up analogy, but it's literally like the same friendship you'd see in a porno. It's like they're going there, the delivery guy's bringing the pizza, and then she's opening her legs, and then it's like, okay, end scene.
Pretty much. It's transactional.
I love the like fucking like iFunny or like memes you see on X, and it's like fucking Pornhub comments,
Mm-hmm.
And there's like one, and it was like some chick getting gangbanged, and like somebody time stamped it, and like on YouTube where like somebody like find like a funny moment like at 4:33, LOL, that was so funny. Like in the Pornhub comments is like at 25:48, you can hear the black dude say, "Damn, this woman just pushes smells." In the background. Because
How bad do you need to reek for a guy on a porn set to point it out? Probably already stinks in there.
that just makes me think of like the fucking like all of these like online fucking personalities. It's like, if they weren't so filtered and like curated, it'd be like, damn, that pussy stink.
That pussy be stanky.
Well, my name's the Quartering, so yeah, I do stink.
I the Quartering will admit I have a stanky pussy.
The problem with the Quartering is, like, first of all, he burned a lot of his bridges. Like, he
That's what all these fucking morons do.
became hyper fixated on like fucking social issues, and then it's like he had there was just nowhere else to go but like down.
Essentially.
It's like,
Rock bottom.
there's just you can like talk about the topic du jour at the moment, like that's fine. It's like if you don't have any other like type of like videos, it's like a YouTube channel needs to have. You ever hear that term, evergreen content? Like here, like I'll give Lolly some kudos. He does live streams, but he also does those like video retrospectives on things, like reviews and stuff.
Just talking about shit he likes.
But like those are evergreen videos in YouTube, because like someone can discover those like 10 years from now and they'll still be like worth watching,
Yeah.
Where it's like,
I'll admit, a lot of his streams are worth watching back, but yeah, like most of those are inside jokes and aren't easily consumable. His actual videos where he just talks about stuff, yeah, those are easy just to pick up and jump into.
yeah, but it's
I
like,
want to watch a video about Punisher too. Let's do it.
but it's like, but what I'm saying is, like, he's wisely diversified his content. Like, you have, like, if you're into live streams, his live streams are pretty good, and like his video content's great. And it's like you have a guy that has like wherewithal to like say, hey, I want to talk about stuff, and I also want to be live with my audience, and it's like, that's good. It's like, well, also he is playing through games too. He's not just like sitting there jacking off, maybe he is while he's streaming, Hey guys, I'm playing Final Fantasy 14.
Pulling a big old Phil.
Whoa. Well, he's smart enough to
Yeah,
not.
still out. Oh god.
He's also smart enough to not
Game in the
stream
network.
on. He's smart enough to not stream on camera. Like my that's my thing. It's like,
Oh no, like that's the one thing I will probably never do. Like even if my fucking face leaks one day, like I'm never gonna have a face cam or anything. It's just like it takes away from the game for one. And like, do I really want my face on every fucking stream I ever do? No.
Well, even like a face reveal, I feel like I would not want my well, ironically, our Game Blather stuff we did show our faces, but like I think that was kind of naivety, or naivety, is that the term? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
It's kind of us being like naive, like teenagers and like early, adults, like doing that. But it's like, unless I was certain that like YouTube would be my like gig, like my job. Like if YouTube was my
Yeah.
full-time job, then I would show my face. But like unless that's like an absolute certainty, I would never show my face online again, because, especially with the AI shit, it's like, you know what I mean? Like the fucking
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking weirdos.
so they'll superimpose me on Benjamin Netanyahu, saying like, "I need you to blow up this civilian street."
And then in the next frame, you're superimposed onto Mia Khalifa.
Yeah. You and I are both somehow like superimposed into like Epstein Island or some shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
Which one of us would be Ghislaine Maxwell?
Apparently you would be, and then I would be Bill Clinton getting my testicles stretched.
Getting your fucking testicles stretched.
Well, that was one of the allegations, right? That like he got his balls stretched on the island. Like that was like his.
That was his thing.
Once again, it's probably one of those things where it's good that I don't understand the appeal of such a thing. But like, I just want to like talk through this because I'm tired and like kind of almost.
Well, let's see where this darkness goes.
Well, like, you ever at that point of exhaustion? Like, I do want to, like, I'm just having fun streaming. That's why, like, I know you were probably like trying to be a good friend and be like, Ray, are you too tired to stream right now? It's like, I am, but like, I'm having fun. But like, I'm basically starting to talk in word salads because I am like really tired. But like, so the fact that I'm so tired is, let's see, I forgot the point halfway through. That's how tired I am. Okay, here's my point.
Tossing word salad.
Tossing, yeah, tossing word salad. Okay, I just realized what I was gonna say.
Static. We copy.
Bill Clinton getting his testicle stretched. So, my point is, the fact that I'm so tired means that I'm going to probably say things that I normally wouldn't.
Go control.
But so let's work through this. It's like
Thank God.
I've worn like ill-fitting underwear where like it just rides up your balls or something, and it creates like
Oh God, yeah.
yeah, and it's like I don't find it to be a pleasurable thing, and like it seems like the people like stretch their testicles as like a sexual release. It seems like it's that amplified times 10. It's like I don't get it, like what is
Well, you don't understand the logistics of cock and ball torture. Well, let me explain to you the details. You see your cock, you see your balls, you torture them.
I just want to know. I want to know what like I just want to. I want to try to understand like what brings a person to that. Like where like.
How do you find that out about yourself is what I'm curious about. Like, you just smack yourself in the nuts and you're like, oh.
Yeah, because
I
like
think I might be into this.
because like the times that like my balls have gotten hit, it's like it has not been a good thing. Like I've not.
It's an immediate visceral reaction of fear and anguish.
Yeah, it's actually like some of the worst pain in my life has been like times where like my balls have gotten hit. Like actually like I remember like I got in my truck one time like weird, and I was wearing like shorts that were like thin material, and like I basically smacked my balls on the truck seat, and it was like
God.
and I was like withering in pain, and I'm like now I'm thinking I'm like, so for Bill Clinton though that'd be like a fucking allegedly I should say. That would be like a great moment though. That'd be like a tit like a tit. Like a woman with big tits jerking you off. Like, it's like okay, alright. So this is what gets your rocks off, Bill Clinton. Allegedly.
I bet you Bill Clinton's the kind of person who sits like on the edge of a toilet seat and just slams the top seat down on his balls.
Okay. Now here's
Pinched my nuts on a toilet seat before. That sucked.
is it a wood toilet seat, a ceramic one, or plastic? What is the
It's a ceramic one.
Oh God.
I guess I was coming down to like sit down a bit too quickly, and I just rolled them, and it's just like I said, instant fear response, just like I did something wrong.
I think ceramic might be the worst, because wood, there might be the risk of splinter, but wood is a little bit lighter. And
It's
plastic,
like plastic has give. Wood would be ironic. But no, like the hard, unforgiving ceramic seat that just all you hear is the reverberation of your nut as you jump off the seat.
But Bill Clinton be like, man, you're living the life, man.
I need to start slamming my nuts in toilet seats.
Melania.
Melania, there's something I want to try tonight. I heard it on that Dead Wars 2012. Dead Wars 2012, that channel I watch on occasion to figure out if I need to assassinate civilians or not.
You know, that the funny part though is like if Trump had that like fetish because he's so rich, he'd have like a gold toilet seat. And I don't know if that'd be good because gold's malleable, so it'd like maybe limit the damage, or
just big old print all over the seat.
But the other problem is gold.
It looks like Peter Griffin's chin on different spots where you're supposed to sit.
But if it's solid gold is also really dense and heavy, so that'd probably be some of the most horrific testicle pain you could like fucking, you know, endure. Maybe that's why Trump was having a bad week. He's
just. I'm upset, Melania. Oh, what's wrong, Trump? I can't injure my balls like Biden can.
Man, I could play jump rope with my testicles.
Hey, listen here, Schlick. I can hurt my balls like the best of them. You can't hit your balls like me, Biden. They go back and forth on their difference in stroke method.
No, they're.
You remember that dumb shit where they were arguing about who was better at golf?
Yeah, but it's like the one.
I found that very charming. A bunch of old dudes like talking shit to each other about who's better at a fucking stupid game where you stand in place and you whack a ball down a field.
My favorite part of that debate though is like where Joe Biden like basically fucking starts talking like he's senile about Medicare, and he's like, we beat Medicare, and he's like, Trump is like, yeah, you beat it to hell. It's like at that point it was just over for Biden. Like, you know,
it's just like, why did they even try?
It's almost.
And then they tried to swerve to Kamala.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing I'll give to the Democrats that I always will appreciate. They are severely out of touch with everything. Like, I don't think these guys can relate to somebody even if they try.
The funny part is, like, they used to be masters at, like, PR, though. Like, that's the craziest part.
Well, yeah, like I said, when we were growing up, like, fucking all of the big names were all a bunch of lefty dudes, and they seemed like the most logical people, because they were like, hey, you see this bullshit? Isn't it bullshit? Yeah, all this bullshit really is bullshit. Well, guess what? We're gonna go turncoat, and we're gonna benefit off the bullshit. No, not you too, Jon Stewart.
Yeah. That was, I will say, it was funny though. I watched a segment of his show after like the Trump did the AI Jesus thing. It is funny that the guy in the hospital. No, it's funny though because like it kind of bringing back to like old school Jon Stewart, because it's kind of funny because the guy that the funny part was Trump like saying that he was a doctor. It's like, just admit that you thought you were Jesus for a moment, Trump. You know you want to.
Just admit that you were given a picture of you being Jesus, and you're like, I like this. This is great. I like it a lot. I'm gonna post it on X.
But the most hilarious part, like, this was like
you had a boomer moment. You had a fucking FUD moment. Don't get bent out of shape about it.
The funny part though is like the Jon Stewart clip did actually make me laugh, because like the guy that Trump is healing laid in a bed like he's terminally ill, looks just like modern Jon Stewart. So like Jon Stewart was self-aware of it, so it was like, you know, like look, Jon Stewart like has kind of like sold out.
He's healing a Jew with Christianity.
Yeah, well that's even funnier. But like, it's like, you know, Jon Stewart is not what he used to be. He's a sellout and all that, but like occasionally he still has a funny moment. Like the one moment that was really
It's like
funny.
these people were legitimately funny. It's just they, like everybody else, they're bought and paid for now.
When we hit the next checkpoint, if you wouldn't mind us calling it a stream, by the way, because now.
Yeah, I don't think we're far from it.
But
Sniper practice.
Sniper practice.
I don't have a sniper rifle, Marcus.
They're right back here.
Oh,
I picked it up. Sorry, I got it.
nah, you're fine. Can I actually hit him from here?
That's 3.
I actually have to lead my shots for once.
That's 4.
God, we're almost there.
God damn it.
So close. Well,
One-
we got a majority of them.
I think there's one left to tell the teal, and he's like,
Yeah. That's that's the survivor you leave on purpose to tell all of his buddies, don't mess with the humans. They're really fucking scary.
oh, hey, we just hit a checkpoint.
All right. I guess that means we're ending here for tonight. We got a pretty good distance.
Yeah, well,
Our usual almost 2 hours.
yeah, hey, how far are we from actually 2 hours? Because we could shoot the shit for fucking few minutes. Cause my stream's ahead of yours.
We're close enough. Plus, you started earlier. You're probably at 2 hours right now.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, do you want to? Fred's even like, Ray, you sound fucking like you need to hit the hay. I am just. Listen, I had a great time. I am like fucking exhausted though. I'm probably gonna sleep in until like fucking 11. That, you know, I hate when I do that.
No doubt. I literally told my boss after I left from work, I was like, I'm actually gonna properly get sleep for once instead of getting like 3 hours of sleep at home and then 2 hours of sleep in the parking lot.
But do you ever get like a really good like long stretch of sleep after like a bad couple of nights of sleep, and then you feel kind of guilty though because you slept in till like 11, but then you're like, oh wait, like I'm fucking been like doing nonstop work.
Yeah, I've been exhausted out of my mind. Maybe it's a good thing that I got this sleep because, God forbid, like, I remember when I was, like, damn near narcoleptic, like, driving to work, and I'd be passing out behind the wheel, and I'm like, hey, stay healthy. I should probably stop this.
Was that during the Dark Ages, Fred? We'll call that period of time.
The fucking, that was definitely during the Lumbermill saga.
Oh,
It got so bad to a point where I was like fucking damn near passing out like in the bays as I was stacking boards and shit, which is really good to have like around a bunch of moving equipment, like me, fucking 170-pound me, like damn near passing out because I hadn't eaten anything that day. I hadn't gotten any sleep. I'd been working pretty much 12 hours a day every single day.
can I
Not a good time.
can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Do you think, like, without like talking specific jobs, do you think that was like the worst job you had? Like, if you had to like in terms of like the like misery level.
Oh, I thought. No, I got a runner up now.
Well, like the Dark Ages of like where you were up until.
Oh man, it was like fucking like working that lumbermill job and working at Little Caesars were some of the worst fucking jobs I had to hold down.
Well, The thing about well, okay, so we can name drop Little Caesars now because I guess it's been long
And
enough.
I'm not worried about what is Little Caesars gonna do? Sue me with their fucking hot and ready pizzas?
Like
Ban me from the fucking premises?
I gotta tell.
it's-
I didn't want to like argue with you back in the day, but I got to tell you, when you told me you were going back for round 2, I said in the back of my head, I'm like, oh God, Fred, why are you doing this to yourself? Why?
I was promised it was better, and it was for a little bit. But then, as corporate America does, corporate America did what corporate America do, and fucked up a well-oiled machine only because they weren't the ones who made it.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about fucking working for a corporation. They'll just go in and start changing stuff, and they'll even do it when there is literally nothing wrong. They will fuck it up just so you have to fix it. It's annoying.
Hey,
But hey, that's the lot I gotta pay into.
did you want to give the sign off, your words of wisdom to the viewers?
Yeah, sure. I should also get into the habit of saying this because apparently it actually does help. Like and subscribe. Thank you to anybody who showed up tonight. I was Fred. That over there, kind of falling asleep. That is my good cohort Ray. Anybody new to the channel, welcome. Anybody returning, welcome back. We'll see you guys next time on Gears of War 2.
Have a good one. Oh, have a good one, folks. Me so tired.